Hey, it's Patrick, and today I'm going to show you how to reduce the clutch pull on your big twin Harley using the Burly Easyboy Lite Clutch. And what this does is it gives you a mechanical advantage. We're actually going to take this cover off, and where the clutch actuator is inside, we're going to extend that lever a little bit, and it gives you a mechanical advantage. It actually reduces clutch pull by up to 40%. I've used these before, very effective. And if you've ever sat in traffic with a Harley or sat in line like at a parade or something like that, you know how much of a pain it can be to keep clutching in and out or trying to find neutral. This is a great way to make that clutch pull a lot easier. We can do this with simple hand tools. You can even do it on the garage floor. You don't even need a lift. Any of the tools I use today, I'll leave in the description down below. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 wrench. We're gonna put some slack on our clutch cable. As you can see, our project bike does not have an exhaust on it. There is a chance your exhaust is gonna cover up this transmission end cover. You may have to take it loose, move it to the side to be able to get to this. Also, I would take a 9/16 and break this clutch cable loose right now, because we're gonna end up having to loosen that up. It's a little easier to get it started now. Then we're gonna take our 3/16 Allen and pull this loose so we can pull our transmission end cover off. You may lose a little bit of fluid out of here, so it's nice to have a drain pan. That is terrible. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up. We'll spray this all out and wipe it down. A little sidebar pro tip here. Make sure you're changing your transmission fluid at least every 10,000 miles, maybe 5,000, or you get all this sludgy buildup. So after we get this all cleaned up, we're gonna take our snap ring pliers, pull this big snap ring out of here to get our ball and ramp mechanism out. Once we get that out, we're gonna be able to rotate this back like 180 degrees and pull the cable off of here. When you take this out, this is sandwiching 3 ball bearings. Make sure you hold on to that so those ball bearings don't go flying. And then now we wanna take the cover off of our clutch cable. Now we're gonna finish cleaning everything up, our ball and ramp assembly and our cover, and get it completely dry so it's easier to work with. So now we need to put our spacer on our clutch cable. We need to take this O-ring off. We're gonna slide our spacer on, then put our O-ring back on, and then we'll thread the clutch cable back onto the transmission cover. And when you tighten this up, this is only 3 to 5 foot-pounds. So with your wrench, just barely give it a little bit of a snug up. So now we're gonna install our arm onto our ball and ramp assembly. It goes just like this right here. And this is where we get the mechanical advantage from. It's lengthening this out so it's gonna actually kind of pull harder. Comes with some hardware. This is a 5/32 Allen and a 7/16 nut. Put the Allen in through the bottom, put the nut on the top. I'm also gonna add just a smidge of Loctite on there to make myself feel better. And we're gonna torque these to 10 to 12 foot-pounds. So now that that's torqued, we can reassemble our ball and ramp and get it installed back into the transmission cover. We're gonna take this little piece, we're gonna put it back onto our clutch cable and flip it over. Now we'll reassemble our ball and ramp with our ball bearings. So we're gonna take our base plate, we're gonna drop it in there, putting that tab into that slot. We're gonna put our 3 ball bearings in there. We're gonna hook the top piece back on to our cable, and then put the top piece in there and put our snap ring back in. Just make sure your clip is definitely in the groove there. So now that our clip's back in, everything's installed, we're going to replace our transmission end cover gasket. We're gonna put our cover back on, and we're gonna torque our fasteners anywhere from 84 to 108 inch-pounds. So now we gotta get the slack back out of our clutch cable up here. And we're going to run our adjuster down so it brings our lever out, and we just have just a touch of play in there. If for some reason you can't get all that slack out of there, they actually send a little spacer that goes on the top end of the cable that'll help you get that extra slack out of there. This spacer would slide over this cable and slide over that shoulder there, and then slide back inside the perch like that. Also, I will say this isn't a bad time to do a clutch adjustment. If you're up for it, we have videos on that. You can check those out. For us, we're just going to adjust our cable back out and get this wrapped up. Smooth. The last thing to remember is to replace any transmission fluid you may have lost during the installation. Other than that, we are wrapped up and done, and we have a new smooth operating clutch. Overall, this is a pretty simple installation, just a few hand tools, but it is a little bit on the time-consuming side. So I'd give yourself about 2 hours to complete this. You're doing it at home in your garage. Looking for more information on the products we used in this video, go ahead and click that info tab on your desktop or mobile device. That'll take you to the product detail page where you can read other writers' reviews and more specs about the Burly Easyboy. Still looking for more information? Feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They would love to talk to you about what works best for you, your motorcycle, and your budget. I am Patrick. Thank you for watching. Now go work on those motorcycles.